What's up everyone, it's Tube and welcome to the premiere episode of a new series on my channel, If Legendary Pokemon Could Mega Evolve. Similar to my top 5 Pokemon that deserve to Mega Evolve series, in this series I look at the potential within groups of legendary Pokemon and how they would be if they were to Mega Evolve. Today, we'll be looking at the legendary bird trio, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. So let's begin. Let's start off with Articuno. Articuno, the freeze Pokemon, is the ice and flying type legendary bird known in the anime for being a fantasized desire to witness for its beauty. It's shown in occasional scenes in the anime, such as when it rescues Ash and his Pokemon from an extreme snowstorm out in the mountains. Articuno has a simple but great design. It's presented with two small multi-blue feathered wings and a body shape more similar to a flightless bird. It holds a trident-like three-piece crown above its head, as well as a long flowing tail resembling a blue ribbon. Looking at this appearance, I felt as though Articuno's personality and appearance reflected elegance and intelligence. To me, Articuno would be the type of Pokemon to use brain before brawn, which is why it is the most well-suited Pokemon in climate conditions and the most spoken about of the trio in the anime. In-game, it is well known for its unique 2-turn KO combination. Being the only Pokemon with natural access to both Mind Reader and Sheer Cold, it can be a deadly Pokemon if the opponent has to stay in. However, with OHKO moves being banned in most competitive play, and this combination relying on the opponent staying in for 2 turns anyway, Articuno is classified as the weakest of the 3 birds. Articuno's move pool is very small, limited to mostly stab, ice, and flying moves, and a few other types that don't even help it fight off its weaknesses. Its typing leaves it 4 times weak to Stealth Rock, weak to many commonly run types such as Fire and Electric types, and vulnerable to fighting off these types. Its best run is a stalling, long-term damaging set, but with flaws in its defensive and special defensive potential, Articuno is extremely difficult to use and can easily end up being the first Pokemon fainted on your team. If Articuno were to Mega Evolve, it should add on to these traits to give it a look more fitting to its legend. Its wingspan becomes slightly larger in addition to receiving a second icy white colored row of feathers behind its all-around blue body to give it more resemblance to its ice attribute. Its body remains similar to its original form while obtaining a larger coat of lighter fur. Its 3-pronged crown morphs into a more elegant crown flowing further back and curling at the very end. Icy white feathers form under its tail and its long ribbon tail splits into 3 longer tails, closely fitting with its crown. A diamond marking is visible on the side of its face to subliminally relate to its connection to ice and crystal. In-game wise, Mega-Articuno should receive a large boost to its key stat, Special Defense. Along with this, it should receive an offensive boost and a smaller defense and speed boost. Its base 100 speed will tie it with many other Mega Pokemon like Mega Medicham, Mega Kangaskhan, and Mega Charizard X and Y. It will also be able to outspeed many threats like Darmanitan, Hydreigon, and Arcanine. With much more defensive potential, it will be able to take both special and physical hits better, and with more offensive potential and strong moves, it will be a stable wall taking hits and dealing strong ones back. Its typing should remain ice and flying, but it should get a new ability I'll refer to as Ice Age. Many abilities in Pokemon are the exact same as others with just a more suiting name, just as Vital Spirit and Insomnia both being abilities that make the Pokemon immune to falling asleep. Similarly, Ice Age will be the exact same as Snow Warning, which summons a hailstorm. Fitting the scenery of Articuno appearing during a strong blizzard, I feel this suits Mega-Articuno very much. In the hail, Articuno's powerful blizzard attack will never miss, and will damage most non-ice types every turn, which can not only break the opponent's focus sashes, but also help finish off the opponent. Moving back to its stats, its increased defense will reduce how threatening its weaknesses are to it, every weakness except Rock. With Stealth Rock being a common setup move in competitive play, and Rock types being 4 times super effective against Mega-Articuno, it will have a hard time against Rock type Pokemon, but that's just one measly weakness from 18 types. Next up is Zapdos. Zapdos, the electric Pokemon, made its first appearance in Pokemon 2000, the Power of One movie, as one of the 3 birds to be captured in addition to Lugia. It's known for its appearance in the episode As Clear as Crystal, where Team Rocket is up to no good attempting to steal a valuable crystal. It's been a fan favorite of the 3 legendary birds, being the most commonly used and first captured of the 3 in the game. Looking at its appearance, it actually has a very simple yet strong appearance. Its appearance is well known for the lightning strike resembling patterns through its wings and body structure. It also has two large wings and a set of darker shadow-like set of secondary wings behind, viewable as a dark shadow always being with him. It also carries the same design on its head and tail with similar lightning strike-like patterns. It also has the longest beak amongst the three birds. Through the anime's portrayal, I've always looked at Zapdos as the more aggressive and angered one out of the three legendary birds. It looks like the one that represents power, with the desire to become stronger with its pride, and has a short fuse with its opponents. Like mentioned before, in-game, Zapdos is seen as the strongest of the three birds. Electric and flying attacks are very strong offensive types, and with Zapdos' decent move pool and base 125 special attack, Zapdos can hit the opponent very hard. Along with this, at base 100 speed, it can outspeed most common attackers in its tier, like Hydreigon and Arcanine, and with decent HP, defense, and special defense, it can be durable and difficult to take down. However, Zapdos' move pool forces users to really consider every move you give it. Every set has several walls that can counter it and force a switch. Stealth Rock and status conditions can also easily hinder Zapdos' effectiveness, as most Zapdoses want to preserve their health in order to power their life orb, and with its move pool excluding good setup moves like Calm Mind, Zapdos is most commonly an all-out attacker, which can easily allow resistant Pokemon to come in and set up on it. If Zapdos were to Mega Evolve, its appearance should add on to its wicked pride and strength. Instead of looking like a typical stronger Pokemon, we went for a more unorthodox design to make Mega-Zapdos distinct. In other words, this isn't the same Sesame Street bird you used to know. Its two sets of wings are combined into two larger pillar-like wings with yellow and black thorn-like patterns at the end, emanating a dark electrical feel. A thundercloud forms around Mega-Zapdos' chest, along with smaller dark wings striking out on either side. The tail shortens and splits into two, following the same pattern as Mega-Zapdos' main wings. Like Mega-Articuno's ice symbol on its face, Mega-Zapdos has a lightning strike symbol on its stomach and a black Zora-like mask above its face. With Zapdos being the most menacing of the three in game, with its amazing move pool, special attack, and speed, it only made sense for Mega-Zapdos to add on to these key features. After Mega Evolving, Mega-Zapdos should receive a large boost to its special attack, as well as a smaller boost to its attack, speed, and both its defenses. Even though most of Zapdos' counters are slow, bulky Pokemon, Mega-Zapdos' base 115 speed will allow it to outspeed potential threats to both itself and the entire team. Similar to Mega-Articuno, it should get the ability Plasma Gale, an alternative to Drizzle. In the heavy rain, Zapdos gets a perk to one of its most powerful electric type moves, Thunder, as in the rain, Thunder will never miss. Even though the rain also boosts the power of water attacks, it isn't a smart option against Zapdos, as Zapdos can use the same rain to hit the opposing water type Pokemon with the powerful stab Thunder. It does however lack good setup moves and has a hard time getting around specially defensive walls, but while in battle, it's bound to deal a lot of damage. And last but not least is Moltres. Moltres, the flame Pokemon, has always been shown in the game and in the anime as the more iconic Pokemon amongst the three, shown as the fire in the Indigo League, as well as a prize that could be captured at Victory Road in the original games. It is a simply designed Pokemon, almost looking like a thin turkey on fire. It has a long orange body shape with a medium-length beak. It has long fiery patterns along its body and wings, as well as a long fiery crown on its head flowing back. It also carries the same design onto its tail, varying on size and shape. Its fiery patterns make Moltres look much larger, and even though it is the largest of the three birds, I feel like it would be the smallest without these flames. Moltres seems as though the calm and merciful type of Pokemon to its opponents and people across its paths with, yet able to become menacing and merciless if it's pushed beyond reasoning with anyone. In-game, Moltres is a very underestimated but powerful Pokemon. Notice how every fire and flying type that exists is very effective. Take Charizard and Talonflame for example. Charizard is a very flexible and strong Pokemon, and Talonflame is a very fast and unique Pokemon. However, people underestimate Moltres because of its most effective moveset having fairly low accuracy. Fire Blast and Hurricane have insane type coverage competitively, and with Moltres' base 120 special attack, it can take down even the strongest of walls with 2 hits. Along with this, at base 90 HP and decent defenses, it can take a neutral hit very well. However, its typing keeps it at a disadvantage in a lot of situations. Although Moltres is only weak to 3 types, water, electric, and dark, they are arguably the most commonly used types ever. Every team has at least one of these types, and with Moltres losing half of its HP each time it switches in thanks to Stealth Rock, you're going to be running out of luck trying to use Moltres. If Moltres were to Mega Evolve, it should become a very powerful yet calm and elegant Pokemon, both through its appearance and its abilities. Its wings should spread wider with the more natural physical shape, with the combustion of flames looking more like a part of Mega Moltres instead of a roasting turkey. Blue flames are the hottest flames, so it was natural for Mega Moltres to have a second smaller set of blue flaming feathers forming under its original set carrying a fiery blue look. The large flame originally on its head becomes thinner, and a red and orange feathered crown grows on either side of its head. In addition, a more physical tail resembling a fiery lava is sticking out at the end. Personally, I feel as though this was my favorite of the 3 Mega Evolutions, as it looks like Moltres is able to harness all his power while maintaining an elegant appearance. In-game, after Mega Evolving, Moltres should maintain its stat structure of being a fast, physical, or special attacker. To fulfill this, it should get a large boost to its special attack and attack as well as speed, making it the fastest of the 3 birds and also capable of attacking both the opponent's defense and special defense. It should also get a much smaller defensive boost to maintain its defensive capabilities. In addition, it should get a new alternative to the ability Drought, which I'll refer to as Blaze Dance. With damage dealt from water attacks being cut in half during the strong sun, Mega Moltres' weaknesses can be considered mainly electric and rock attacks, and with access to Solar Beam, it will gain access to a more usable, powerful grass type attack that can deal with these dangerous rock types. With more offensive power, more speed, and access to better moves, Mega Moltres would be a more perfected Moltres, with its only good stoppers being faster Pokemon and Stealth Rock, but with entry hazards being more common in X and Y's metagame, especially with the introduction to another entry hazard this generation. Almost every team today requires you to carry a Defogger or Rapid Spinner anyway, so if you can play right, Mega Moltres would easily be able to win the battle. Anyways, that's how I feel Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres should become after Mega Evolving. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to check out the top 5 Hoenn Pokemon that deserve to Mega Evolve if you want to see more like this video. Let me know what you think about Mega-Articuno, Mega-Zapdos, and Mega Moltres, from their typing to their stats to their appearance. Big thanks to my artist Fatmon66, who worked with me to create the suiting images of these 3 Mega Pokemon to work in conjunction with their description, stats, and abilities. Another video on Mega Evolutions for the legendary beasts will be up in a few weeks, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.